Alright, what's up everybody? I'm gonna try another build. Things set up. I'm gonna do the dash this time, 5-inch dash from Pokornyi. Alright, and this time I'm gonna do it a little bit different too, because I did not prep the 3D prints with the brass inserts and stuff like that, so you're actually seeing me do, and that's why I've got the black mat instead of the cloth thing that would burn pretty easily. I've got the rubber mat out this time. Built a few of these already. They've turned out pretty well. Like my channel says, this one is actually going to be a giveaway that I'm going to do for our current season of the iRacing League that I help run. Flipping down to where I need to get started in the manual. 26 pages. A lot of it's if you don't order the board from them, and what you got to do to get that ordered from a couple vendors. All right. First up, glass. Protective sheet. Like to leave the protective film on the front side of it. Peel this up. Careful not to scratch the inside of the glass. Trying to get this guy out. Won't need that, but it is useful if you go to build a wheel. You can use this little sheet right here to glue down the 5-inch Vocore screen. Again, then we're going to actually glue the glass to the display frame, 3D printed. Just making sure that the little protective film on the front of the glass doesn't wrap around the back and get caught between the display frame and the actual glass itself. So here we're going to line this up with the glass itself. Put it to where the little indents that this bracket's going to go in here in a minute. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it does help to get it as close as possible. It will slide just a smidge. All right. Next up is some brass inserts. So we're going to do 6 of the M3 by 6. Get my nice soldering iron out. It does recommend lowering the temperature a bit, so this one is nice because it is adjustable. I'm going to set it to 250 degrees C. Doesn't take a lot of pressure. Definitely don't want to go too far with it, or heat it up too much and then they won't stay in there. More to go. All right. Unplug this guy, set it to the side where I'm not going to touch it. Next up, we've got the Vocor screen that goes down against the glass. Toughest part to make sure as much stuff is out of there as possible. So with the top of the frame, we'll actually put the display in like this, but now is the time to take off that screen. There that is. We've got the display mount, or the back plate, I should say. Like that. We need our circuit board. Connector for the screen, and then this will be our power cable, USB-C. Make sure to put the flex print through. Plug the screen in. Make sure it seats. Did. Next up, we got two screws, two M3 by 6s going into the center. That's it for that at the moment. Next we go to the actual enclosure itself, And we got to put 2 M4 threaded inserts in the back of that for thumb screws and mounting. Back out. Set it to 250 again. It's already up to temp. It's awesome. Those are done. One thing I have noticed, if you have longer inserts than what they recommend to use, they will kind of poke through a bit or further through the two kind of capture pieces of plastic here, and it will cause some clearance issues later with the board. So just be mindful of that. Get what they recommend. Next up, put the enclosure on the back of that. So just like this. Careful not to pinch again the protective film that we have on the glass that we'll leave there until it gets to its lucky winner at the end of our current Season 4 in Dark Helmet Racing League. Last up, we got 4 M3x8 screws that will go through the back of the enclosure. And there we have it. Five-inch dash assembled. And one moment. Pull SimHub up, see if we can get this thing fired up. While that's loading. Pokornyi does offer a couple different types of mounts. So you've got a Fanatec mount that's just kind of rectangle-ish, and then Semicube and several other options which just mount on the back with a couple thumb screws, M4 thumb screws. All I gotta do is line it up to our brass inserts that we just put in there. And like that, you've got your mount. Go straight to a wheelbase, or nice holes if you come up with your own mounting solution. Let's see what we get. What's up, guys? Yeah, another dash. This one's going to be for the DHRL giveaway. Yeah, all the Brandons are in the chat. Just finished up. This was a quick build. Even though I saved the brass inserts and stuff like that for on camera this time instead of like I did with the wheel. But yeah, pretty easy. Doesn't give me too many options right now just because I have nothing, no games hooked up or anything like that. But all good and working. Yeah. Yeah, it does not take long at all for these to go together. Assuming you've done the 3D printed parts, which take about, I think about 8 hours on the printer or something like that for the enclosure. So overall, not bad. It is. Yeah. So that's it for this one. Pokornyi PDU5 Dash with the Vocor 5-inch screen. Stay tuned for the next one. I will be rebuilding. So I tore down the one of my Hype R wheels, and I'm going to do a build on that one as well. Probably this weekend. We'll see how timing goes and things like that. But thanks again. Catch you all on the next one.